Analyze your FPL season with the most comprehensive artificial intelligence tools, only on fantasyfootballfix.com. Compare your statistics against the elite managers in the game using 10 unique tools combined with Opta data. Check fantasyfootballfix.com preseason now and review your season data using the most powerful artificial intelligence platform. The official fantasy football website is now live ahead of the 2019-20 season, which means we have over a month of tinkering before the season gets underway on the 9th of August. The first draft team selection video will be out shortly, but first, let's take a quick look at some key players and react to their new prices. When it comes to goalkeepers, one of the first things to note is that quite a lot of the popular budget options from previous seasons have been bumped up in price. Fabianski and Foster have both made the jump up to £5 million, while Pickford joins the premium goalkeepers at 5.5. For me, that puts them at a price point that will make it difficult to find a use for them. I think when it comes to goalkeepers, if you're not going to go for one of the big hitters in Ederson or Alisson, then it makes sense to go right the way down to the 4.5 million options to find value there. There's a lot less on offer for 4.5 million this time around, but Brighton's Matt Ryan is still there as probably the safest option, though Angus Gunn appeared to cement his starting place by the end of last season for Southampton. Robertson and Alexander-Arnold come in as the most expensive defenders, and I actually think £7 million is a very fair price for the attacking fullbacks, considering their record-breaking assist tallies last season and Liverpool's league-high total of 21 clean sheets. The likes of Ricardo Pereira, Matt Doherty and Luca Dean have all made the step up to £6 million, which looks a little bit on the expensive side compared to the Liverpool options. Of the three of them, it's Luca Dean I'm most tempted by for Game Week 1 given Everton's favourable start to the season. After scoring the most points in the game for a second consecutive season, it comes as a surprise to see Mo Salah come in at the reduced price of £12.5 million. Crucially, the Egyptian king remains classified as a midfielder, and is therefore likely to be in direct competition with teammate Sadio Mane for a place in our teams. After reaching his best ever goals tally, Mane has received a huge price increase up to £11.5 million, putting just £1 million between the pair. For me, that makes Salah the go-to option, given his extra assist potential, and the fact he's on penalty duties when Milner isn't on the pitch. Having made the switch in position to a forward last season, Wolford Zaha is now back to being listed as a midfield option, and has been handed the price tag of £7 million alongside teammate Milivojevic. He made 15 of his 34 appearances playing in a forward role last season, though only 2 of those came in the second half of the season. But there's still a chance of Roy Hodgson deciding to use Zaha as a forward again this season, and even from the wing, he tends to get into very advanced positions, so definitely a player worth keeping an eye on. Sergio Agero ended last season at £12 million, and that's exactly where he's been priced to start this season. It's probably a fair price, but it would have been interesting to see him given a cheaper price tag than teammate Raheem Sterling, who's outscored the Argentine on total points and points per game for the last 2 seasons now. Understandably, both Callum Wilson and Raul Jimenez have been significantly bumped up in price after their strong seasons. But it's the more budget forwards that are tempting for me to start the season, and one player who's caught my eye is Josh King at £6.5 million. With the help of his penalty duties, he scored just 2 fewer goals than Wilson last time around, and although his assist return was significantly lower, the pair's underlying stats in terms of attempted assists and big chances created per game were actually very similar. So those are some initial thoughts on the new prices and some key players to watch out for. Stay tuned for plenty more preseason content, including a first draft team selection, which will be coming very soon.